I'm coming home, I've done my time. Now I gotta know what is and isn't mine. If you receive my letter telling you I should be free, and you know just what to do if you still want me, if you still want me. Some people fell after 2 days, so after 2 years. It's a long time. Yeah. You know, maybe he struggled for all these 2 years. Maybe he never really wanted initiation or vegan. But he tried. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he think he can make it, but he cannot. So it's alright.
He misses with meditation.
He has to relearn again. Maybe he will come back again, you never know. Some people do that. Okay? We have to allow people to make mistakes. Yeah? Everyone is responsible for their life. See? If after initiation, I could control everything, I would be sitting pretty. Because people are people, you know, you have to allow them to choose all the time. You don't know their life. Yeah? Or sometimes they need the mistake in order to go strong again. See what I mean? So similarly, sometimes the disciple make mistakes or deliberately want to try to see what happens to them. See? And after sometimes you realize it's not going to do him any good, and then he go back stronger. So it's alright. Alright? It's alright. Everything's under control. And if he wants to go back again to enjoy all this life, then let him go back. Why not? We have eternity. Huh?
It's under the impression that he's got to wait a period of 12 months before he can attend group meditation. Is that correct?
What?
He thinks that he has to wait 12 months before he can come back to meditation.
Well, I think they already know, huh?
But he still meditates probably longer than
Yeah, I'm not responsible for everybody, okay? It's his question. Or you want to follow him or something? That's why you're so concerned.
It concerns me because it unsettles me when I see meat. I mean, it's...
You don't bother about him, okay? You don't eat meat, that's it. Well, people fail sometimes. Don't bother, okay? Make sure you don't fall, that's all. It's very difficult for people to keep anything in this life. Yeah? Very difficult. That's why saying are difficult to find. If everybody can do it, then you don't come here. Alright? Even masters, there was a so-called masters, many famous masters, they can do. And they make all kinds of excuses. They are above the law, above precepts, and things like that. So, why blame the so-called disciples? Huh? And weak and feeble and try their best. They come back again, they fall again. It's alright. Some people are weak, okay? Some people are weak, weaker than you. So, let it be. Some people believe. That's why I don't have enough disciples here. What do you think? I initiated more than this? So where are they all now? See? Anyhow, here's your teeth while you're here. Free of charge.
Yes.
Down there. Next to the kitchen, there is a dentist room. Make yourself known. Someday the dentist may come and fix it for you before you leave, okay? It's cheaper here. It is free.
Can I just say that thanks for sending months over. We do for next, it really makes a difference to the meditation and for the whole group each time it comes.
Yeah.
Because of what you're saying, like the movement, it's really, really
And you know I'm very strict here. I'm very loving. I give them everything, but I'm very strict too. So living here makes a little difference. Even the most ones here, when they go out, people praise them like heaven. Oh my God, who is that? You know, oh, so sweet and so wise and so calm, and you know, anything like that. And that's why sometimes it makes them fall. Then they think, oh my God, what? The masters call me all the time here, and over there, I'm the king. They fail the test sometimes, and they know it, and then sometimes they come back crying and say, oh, I'm sorry, please, I don't do it again. Things like that. You know, sometimes people, some of the disciples before, some of them following me, and when they first came, they're very humble. very sweet, you know, and really didn't show much of any ego or ambition. So because before I didn't have too many Vietnamese disciples, so I took some of them with me everywhere I go. So I could do some cooking or anything, just an excuse to stay around. And then one day I thought, wow, he's very humble, and you know, Vietnamese people need Vietnamese monks to go over there, even though he wasn't very long. He was so humble, and you know, did any manual things, and you know, cleaning the floor and washing anything, cooking. So because we didn't have enough Vietnamese monks, so I sent him over one of the days, and he was one of nothing here, you know, cooking and things like that. But of course we absorbed, you know, while he was staying around. He was very, very humble. But then I sent him back to Vietnam for giving initiation and all that. Because he was in a monk's garb, many Vietnamese monks and nuns, you know, flocked to him. And some of them have been monks for 50 years or since childhood. One about 60-something years old nun, and she was the abbess of that temple. And in Vietnam, such a woman, kind of matriarch, you know, like mother superior and things like that. People saw that person have to prostrate flat on the ground. Oh, the young monks and the young nuns have to do that. But she prostrated in front of my young little monk and called him saint. And then he's finished. After one lecture to all the nuns, he was finished. They all prostrated to him. Because they asked him, how long have you been a monk? He said, 1 year. And that's exactly what it is. He followed me 1 year. Because I was short of Vietnamese monks. I tell you what, that's why. So I don't send people so early. One lecture to all the monks, and they all prostrated to him, and he was finished. He left me forever now. He never came back. Of course, he still meditates, but he never had the courage to start. Afterwards, he still realized his mistake, but no more. It's different. I know when he left, I know he never came back. He came back again once, but then he never really recovered. He always talked about Vietnam and how people need him and how people think that, you know, he's very important in their life, things like that. Okay, I said, all right, then you go. You say, he never knows when he comes back, but if there was anything, he might come back. He said, you won't. I tell him, you won't. I was crying when he left. I never cried when anybody goes, but I know at that time that he will be, you know, in trouble. And waste of a life, you know. Now he's meditating together with you and all that, but he's doing nothing distinguished for himself and for anybody. You know what I mean? Just earning small living and, you know, hanging around. Worse than before. That's no purpose. Okay, but he has not even the energy to come back here again. You know what I mean? It's different. It's just suddenly different. Because he said he only been a monk for 1 year. The way he talks, you know, they think he's a Buddha. But they don't know he copied what I talk. Because they never heard me talk before. So everything he talks is what I talk, see? But everything he talks, they have never heard before. They never ever heard such a distinguished lecture. And they didn't know where it's from. And they thought it was from him. How come such a young man being a monk for only 1 year? Because in Buddhism, they stretch the lifelong of monkhood, you know? The older means the wiser you are. So all these very elderly nuns never uttered such eloquence like he did. So they all prostrated and bowed to him 3 times. And then he was dead. He was dead. Died. He did it and he died.
Was that a story for me?
No. Whatever it is, the war is truly perfect. Just because you like it, so I can see. If you don't like it, I don't give. Very simple. No worry.
Now, it's difficult to know, like, our will and, like, right will, you know, and the struggle of saying, is this just me wanting something, or am I truly the struggle of...
Okay, one thing you may do, say whatever you want, doesn't hurt other people, then it's alright. Whether it's from ego or not, it's okay. And when it's thy will, then it will be done soon. When it's dying will. Your will, then you know you have a lot of trouble.
So if it doesn't happen, maybe it's not supposed to happen.
Yes.
I mean, you're saying if you want
and you do your best, but then you know when it's not carried out smoothly, then you know it's not divine will. All right? You always do your best. Right? Like if I just sit here and say, well, all the Americans don't come to me, it must be thine will. No, then it's nonsense. But I have done my best. I went to America, I give lectures in English, and I bought centers, but still they didn't come. Then it is thine will that they don't come. Understand? Yeah. So very easy, huh? Whether thy will or thy will, if it doesn't hurt people, you may carry on until it's success or fails. See? And if successful, you know, okay, that your wish is according to the divine plan. If it's not successful and or has a harmful effect or something, then you know it's not.
Sometimes it's difficult to be detached and to be in the action and to be detached from the result of what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. And why is so difficult? You just do it and don't think.
Sometimes, yeah, it works that way, but other times maybe it doesn't happen, then you want it to happen and your own expectations.
Oh, you are trying. It's alright. It's alright if you feel disappointed.
Again, a spiritual seeker should not have expectations.
It's okay.
Should be detached from everything.
Don't worry. It will come. It will come. You begin with that, okay? You begin with one thing and try your best to be successful, and if it's hurt, if it's not, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. The time will come when you do and you don't even know you do it. Yeah? That is time when you reach mastership. Everybody come praising to you like you're doing a lot of things, but then you don't know. You know? Physical things maybe you know, but some of the spiritual, individual things, you might not know nothing about. Because you're one with the universal power. You don't have one individuality anymore. Your body still exists, but you don't exist. You know what I mean? You are connected. Your soul might not bother to stay in the body anymore. Yeah? You are still connected and go from the higher dimension. See? So at that time, your brain doesn't know what you're doing. Then that is the time when you do without doing. You know without knowing. Yeah? Okay? So don't worry about it. It will come. You're learning. You're doing fine. Okay, you happy? Anything else? Yes?
I have heard you are leaving on the 15th.
50?
Is that true?
It's not yet true. Because at that time I planned. You know, I planned that I stay here for 1.5 months. And I definitely stay, doesn't matter what happens. So that all of you can come to see me. See what I mean? But further from the 15th, I cannot plan. So whether you stay or you come, it's at your own risk. Yeah, I may stay here, or I may go and come back again, or I may leave. See what I mean? So for that, I'm not responsible. That's all. See? When I say something, I mean I want it to happen. I promise, then I must do it. But after the 15th, I don't promise. So you stay or you come or you go, it's up to you. You know what I mean? And I'm free. Whether I stay here or I go, I'm free. I'm not bound to keep my promise to you. See what I mean? That's why I set the time like that. Because further than that, I cannot plan. Most often, I cannot.
Does that mean that we can stay an extra few days?
Sure. I don't throw you out on the 14th. Anytime.
I asked what it announced at the front gate because I was going to change my flight. I was told to be leaving on the 15th. I was leaving later. She said, no, 15th, out.
It might depend on your visa, because we have...
Yeah, visa.
We only like Australians need a visa, so we're coming for 2 weeks.
Yeah, but I took a visa,
Oh, you-
so I can
Oh,
stay
then you have to
longer.
tell them.
But she told me I had to leave on the 15th. I was,
So she doesn't know then. Okay, never mind. It's okay. They're responsible ones. I told them that to finish it in 1 week.
Yesterday tonight, do we just show up at 6 o'clock? Or do we?
You have to go. Yes. 6 o'clock. Go down there and see how they are ready. All right? La 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 la, we'll tie the yellow ribbon round the tree. After 3 long years, do you still want me? If I won't see the yellow